In December 2024, I decided to undertake the longest solo road trip of my life thus far, living totally self-sustained out of my vehicle for 2 weeks and camping the entire time, trying to avoid civilization. By the end, I'll have traveled nearly 3,600 miles through 4 states, 5 national parks, had unforgettable camp spots, including on the lost coast of California and in the Redwoods, wheeled some awesome trails in Sedona, along with driving a lot of the Lost Coast 4x4 route, visited 7 primitive hot springs, and have hiked one of the most iconic and dangerous hikes in the United States. This video series is that story. So welcome. Glad you're here, and I'm stoked to be able to share some of the amazing and unforgettable experiences I had on this trip.
So the plan as of right now, tonight, Zion. It's only about a 3-hour drive. I have a permit for Angel's Landing in the morning. Wake up, hike Angel's Landing. Then from there, probably hang out around the Page area, camp around the Page area. That following night, see a few things. Toadstools, maybe sand caves. The Nautilus, just depends on how long Angel's Landing takes me for the most part. Since we are in winter and the days are short, unfortunately. So. And then from Zion, going to Sedona for at least a few days, if not the rest of the week, or the better part of the week. And then from there, heading over to California and up the coast. Want to hit Yosemite, Sequoias, hot springs along the way, make it up to the Redwoods. That's the goal. Might be a little ambitious, but this is an adventure, not a vacation. So there's going to be a lot of driving. Be worth it. This place is something else, I'll tell you what. The thing doesn't give a single shit about me. For perspective, this is a campground. Man. How cool is that? Look at that. Look at that. That's something. I'm like
Sure.
this, but
Yeah, she doesn't mind.
What are we doing here? They literally do not care about people.
There's like a bunch.
okay, perfect. Appreciate it.
I bet they can bite hard as shit.
Okay. Now observe.
That is actually an incredibly sick photo.
Didn't do an update this morning, but woke up about 7:45. Headed up, did Angel's Landing. That was pretty fun, a little chilly, but that's to be expected with it being December. Got back around noon. Figured out that some lady I thought that I rented my campsite at Watchman Campground for 2 nights, so I could leave her in the vehicle. Even though I wasn't planning on staying tonight, I just rented it basically for the day. Leave her in the car, and before anyone comes for me, it's like 50 degrees. She's fine, I promise. I wouldn't do it if it was above 60. But came back, realized that I booked last night and then tomorrow night mistakenly instead of tonight. So some lady was quite angry that I was in her spot past checkout time, which was 11, and it was like 12:30. She was angry at first, and then she kind of calmed down, thankfully. So hurry and packed up, left. Just got done eating a delicious elk burger at the brew pub, although it was quite expensive, which is also probably be expected in an area like this. But so plan is head towards Kanab, head towards Buckskin, camp somewhere around Buckskin area. Though one of the big problems with doing a trip like this at this time of year is, it gets dark at 5. So it's only 1:40, but that means I don't have much daylight left. So off we go. It's been a good day so far. Definitely out of shape for Angel's Landing. Angel's Landing made that very apparent that I'm very out of shape. But what's to be done now? I'm just gonna have to suffer. Beat myself up during this trip on all these hikes. It is what it is now. The geology of this area is just mind-blowing though. It's just crazy. Often when I'm in places like this, especially like Zion area, I think what it must have been like hundreds of years ago to just be on horseback and just stumble upon this canyon and just be in awe. How must it would have been? What would it have been like? Fascinating. And this drive through the tunnel and everything is pretty cool. I'm gonna try to capture it. Hopefully it works out well so I can share it. So we're on our way to the Toadstool Hoodoos. It's like literally right off the road here, in between Kanab and Page. Passed it a million times now, never stopped. Decided might as well stop now. Where are we going? Huh? Look how pretty this place is. Pretty cool. Look at this thing. What? What in the world? Here we go. How crazy looking is that thing? How is that balancing up there? This place is so strange. Look at that. Look at that landscape. The colors are crazy. The white streak here and the red. So cool. So fascinating. They said that there's more. Give me up here. Look at these things. It's crazy to me. Just wind and water and time create this shit. How? What in the world are these things? We got that one. These ones. Got this big boy right here. We got that one. And we got those ones back there. It's easy to see why these are called Toadstool Hoodoos. We got these little mini ones. Look at this little mini guy. Like how that happens, I have no idea. Alright, so we are going out to the Nautilus. It's just unmarked out here on the way to the White House campground, I believe, between Page and Kanab. Supposedly it's a really short little hike. It looks like there's a gate, which I don't particularly want to open. Can we go through the wash? We can indeed. I open enough gates as it is in my day-to-day life. Barbed wire gates. So I will be going around this one. What do you think, Oops? I hope it's a short hike because I did not bring enough. I did not bring another layer. And with the sun going down, it's going to get very cold very quickly here. Just the texture of the rocks around here is crazy. The color on those ones. Like, look at this rock. just red and white. And then the texture on it. So cool. I believe we have found it. I really like places like this. Just, there's no trailhead, there's no markings, signs. It's just something you find on the internet or social media and you're like, I wonder where that is. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Whoa. What in the world? That is really cool. Look at the yellow. That's part of the rock. Look at that. Look at the colors present there. Streaks of it. That is wild looking. And it just goes up and out here. That is crazy. What? How does wind and water form this? Like that doesn't... Look at that, it's like a big... It's like a big wave. Whoa! Woo! Look at that though. That is cool as hell. I would say that was well worth the little, I don't even know, quarter-mile hike up this wash. Absolutely. That's cool as hell. What do you think, Gobes? What do you think about the Nautilus? She doesn't give a shit about the Nautilus, she just wants to snoofle everything. Just walks around and snoofles. I think we got a sunset starting over here, but I don't think it's gonna be very good, unfortunately. The original plan today was to camp around here, this area, and then day hike Buckskin tomorrow, Buckskin Gulch. But upon reading All Trails reviews from as recent as yesterday, apparently there's need to thigh deep water like almost immediately once you hit the slot. And seeing how it's in the 30s and low 40s, seeing how it's cold, it's December right now, I am not particularly in the mood to be wading through freezing water in freezing temperatures. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we are going to push on to Flagstaff from here, which is 2 hours and 45 minutes. Actually, not Flagstaff. Push on to Edge of the World, which, if I remember right, last time it takes about an hour from Flagstaff. So 3.5 hours. That'll put us at camp at 8:30. Be perfect. Then we'll be able to catch sunrise at Edge of the World, East Pocket. It's going to be cold, super cold up there. It's fairly high elevation. There might be snow on the ground. There might be a fair bit of snow on the ground. I don't know. But we're going to find out. So off we go. Left Flagstaff a little bit ago, refueled. Just left pavement. Now we're headed down headed out to East Pocket / Edge of the World, whatever you want to call it. Been out here once before, and it's a view. It's quite the view. It's going to be a good sunrise. I think I'm going to get out and air down a little bit. It's about 20 miles of dirt, 20 miles out here, but it's definitely worth it. With it being a Sunday night, hopefully it's not packed, and it's 28 degrees. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be higher or lower elevation out there than we are right now. We're at 7,000 feet right now. But either way, it's going to be cold, but that's okay. We were prepared for cold. It is December after all, so yeah, I'm going to get out and air down a little bit. We are aired down, ready to rock and roll now. Go much faster. Luckily, there is no snow on the ground. It's actually totally dry so far, which I am very happy about, because with it being December, I was mentally prepared for there to be inches, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow on the ground up here for this lookout. I am not sure what the explanation is for why there is so many trailers and campers out here on a Sunday night in December. But I do not like it. I do not like people. I don't like being around people. Fingers crossed that there's not a ton of people out at end of the world. If I get clear out here and there's like 30 overlanders or van lifers out here along the edge, I'm gonna be quite upset, because I figured with it being December and a Sunday night that this wouldn't be an issue, but there's still a lot of trailers. I'm getting out there now. So strange. So we're out here on the rim overlook, and unfortunately, the first place I tried had been closed to all motor vehicles. Now we're kind of just driving along here, trying to find a spot that looks like it has a good view. Fortunately, it's kind of hard in the dark, especially the pitch black dark with no moon here. But we'll figure it out. Good news, though, is I haven't seen a single soul out here. So maybe the cold and Sunday night is deterring out this far on the rim. We can only hope. We'll check a few more spots, and if they're not, actually might be the spot we stayed at last time. Actually, this one might do. The one I wanted to go to back there was shut off to motor vehicles. This might be the spot, actually.